everyone, so today I'm going to continue doing my elderberries in Leila Duly's The Flower Year. As you can see, this is the November front page of it, and I am using a mixture of my Don't Light Fasts and my Can Dash Luminance pencils with my white Artisan gel pen in a 0.8. So yeah, I'm happy with these ones. However, I do feel these ones need some more work. So if you can see, yeah, you can. So I'm going to be working on finishing these ones up and then doing the rest of the elderberries on the page. And we'll see how long that takes, and then next time probably start working on the leaves. So yeah, let's zoom in a bit. So about that. Let's get started. So this clump here doesn't quite have the depth of colour that I like. So I'm just gonna go over them, add a couple more layers, and see how it goes. So I'm gonna start off going in with my dark indigo and just gonna darken up these berries somewhat. So how is everyone today? It's absolutely freezing cold here at the moment. According to my phone, it's 2 degrees. And my body is not used to this cold. Our house isn't the warmest. It's, a very old house. Doesn't have the best insulation. The heating doesn't work in half of the rooms either. So that's always great fun when it starts to get cold. So I'm currently sat here with my electric blanket on full power. And I thought, let's, get a bit more work done on this page. This is a book I would ultimately really like to finish at some point. And I thought it would be nice to work, on the month that we are currently in. It's quite funny actually. I wanted to get a new book, and I was kind of, browsing through Amazon and thinking, right, I do not want anything that has lots of leaves in it. Like, at that point, I was fed up of colouring leaves. So I think a lot of colouring books, there are just so many leaves in them. And I was like, right, okay, I do not want a book that has lots of leaves. So of course, I ended up getting this one, which has like hundreds and hundreds of leaves. So yeah, but it is so beautiful. It really is. The artwork in here is just spectacular. And the way Leila has kind of drawn everything, it's pretty easy to colour in. It does look intimidating, but if you kind of just take things a little bit at a time, and yeah, it's really not that bad. Personally, I find the more detailed books easier to work in, because a lot of the time most of your shading and that is already there for you, or at least suggested for you. So if you look on this page, you can see, say, let's see if I can find a good example here. Probably, like, say, on this leaf here, you can see on the one side the lines are closer together, and then on this side here they're a bit further apart, and then we get closer together again. So where they're closer together, it's going to be darker than where they're further apart. If that makes sense. Okay, so that was a nice layer of indigo done. Now I'm going to go in with my nightshade again and just go over it. And as you can see, this really starts to just deepen that colour up. Yeah. I've been trying to decide what books I want to colour in for November. I've picked a couple of pages so far. Obviously I want to continue in the flower year. But the November pages are quite big and detailed, so there's lots of big double page spreads in it. There's lots and lots of detail. So I'm pretty certain I am not going to finish November, but that is fine. I'm hoping I will at least finish this page. That's ideally what I would like to do. So hopefully I'll be able to. I also want to colour in Mystical Land of Kelswitch, Harvest Moon Wanderings. That's one book I am working through from front to back. So I want to do the next page in that one. Okay, so these are starting to look better now. What else do I want to do? I would like to do a page in Tatiana Begema's Nice Little Town Mouse collection. I have the big compilation book of Nice Little Town Mouse books 4 to 11 in one book, and I've picked a page out in that I would like to do. trying to decide if I want to do a book in one of my mythographic books. I've got Mythographic Frozen Fantasies, Mythographic Odyssey, and Mythographic Dream Garden. So we'll see if the mood strikes me to do one of those. I also got a bunch of new books. I believe they're from Creative Hive. And I think I want to do a page in either Elemental Animals or Bottled Magic. But I'm not 100% sure what one I want to do yet. I haven't sat down and had a think about it. Okay, so as you can see, I am just, adding my night shading. Really, it's just to kind of deepen the colour up a little bit. Okay, like so. Now, I feel like these ones need a bit more blue, so I'm just going to go with my dark indigo again, and just, just very slightly changes the tone of it. So I hope everyone is doing good. What are you all colouring in at the moment? Do you have any plans to, do you know what you want to colour in already for the month? Or are you just going to kind of wing it and just see what takes your fancy on whatever day? I normally just tend to do whatever I want when I feel like it, but I do quite often find myself spending more time trying to figure out what I want to colour in when I do actually colouring. So in order to see if I can kind of spend more time colouring, I'm seeing how it goes when I kind of pre-pick a few pages at least beforehand. So now I'm going to go in with black and kind of add this in. So with these berries, because they are so small, you don't really need to worry too much about like where you're placing your colour and stuff. I mean, if it's obvious that one berry is on top of another, then yeah, shade it darker where that berry is sitting on top of it. But I find that once you get your highlight in, it doesn't really matter too much. So in my elderberry tutorial video, I was trying to explain kind of the difference of what you would do between like a really, really shiny berry and more of a velvety looking berry. At the moment, these ones are more velvety looking. Whereas the ones up here are more of like really shiny ones. And you can see the difference of the highlight. Like the highlight in these ones is just like a really bright white. Whereas these, right, the ones here, the highlight is a lot more muted at the moment. And it's surprising the difference it makes. Yeah, when I first started doing them, I was trying to get them to look how I wanted. I was struggling a bit because I was like, they're just not really looking like a really shiny berry. And I wasn't entirely sure how to get it. But then I just went in with my white gel pen and just put like, just one really bright highlight in, and it just changes it so much. So I'm still just using my black here. And we're just darkening everything up. Just move that up a little bit for you. So, I was wondering, would you like to see a tutorial on how I coloured the apples? If so, I am happy to go back to October and probably be this page. There's just a couple of apples here, and I can show you how I did them. So if that is of interest to anyone, then please just drop a comment down below and let me know, and I will I'll get onto it for you. Also, if there's any other tutorials or anything else you would kind of like to see, then if you just let me know. Yeah, I'm more than happy to take requests. And things like that. As I said, I am hoping to do a video of what I am planning to colour for this month. Though, whether I stick to that list or not, we'll see. Okay, so that is all of my black in. If you just give me 2 minutes, I need a drink. Okay, sorry about that. So I've gone in with our indigo, a nightshade, and a black. Now I'm going to go in with mid ultramarine. And I'm just going to go over all of it again with this and kind of burnish it. So, the luminance and the Dual Light Fast, I think, have to be my favourite pencils. I treated myself to them a couple of months ago, and I just love how they colour. Yeah, they're just so nice. Such beautiful quality pencils. And I mean, they will layer for days. So, just going over all of these. I have the full set of the Light Fast, Derwent Light Fast. But I am missing the portrait set and the extra 4 of the luminance currently. I am planning on getting them. I'm just waiting to see if Cult Pens, which is where I normally get them from, is going to have like a Black Friday sale on or something, and see if I can get a little bit of a discount on them. So they're basically done now, and now I'm just going to go in with my white gel pen and just add in my highlights. So it's literally just little tiny kind of white splotch. You can probably see the difference it makes. It's, you know, considering it's literally just a little white thing, it's kind of amazing the amount of difference it makes. So, just gonna go in. Just do all of these highlights. I hope I'm not casting too much of a shadow. As you can tell, I am left-handed, and I've only got sockets to the left of me, and the wire on my lamp isn't really long enough to attach to the right side of my little lap desk. So it's a little bit awkward, but hopefully it's not too bad and you can still see everything okay. Just tiny little, there we go. Okay, so I am now happier with that batch of berries, I think. We zoom out just a little bit and you can see them all together. Sorry for the camera shake. There we go. So yeah, I think that's those ones done. Now we've just got of the elderberries, these ones, and the ones up here that I still need to do. And then I can't remember what ones these are, but I believe they're more of a red berry. So it will be nice to have a change. Sorry about that. So now we're going to do this little clump here. Start with my mid ultramarine and just do a layer all over them. So I hope these videos aren't too boring for anyone. I'm still kind of trying to get to grips with making YouTube videos, and you know, trying to see what works for me. So any feedback is welcomed. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, you know, please do let me know. Any hints and tips, anything like that, I'm all ears, and I'm always willing to listen to more experienced people than myself. Okay, so now we're going in with our wild lavender. And again, we're basically just doing the same thing. So I've been wanting to get Reduant Graphitint pencils so badly. They look like they are so much fun to use. I've got Reduant Light Fast. I have the full set of Reduant Inktense as well. And that's all of my Reduant pencils. But I've heard some really good things about the Graphitints and the Reduant Drawing pencils as well. It's Caran d'Ache Violet. Now we're going to start kind of deepening these colours a little bit. Other art supplies. There isn't really that much at the moment that I am interested in. Not coloured pencil wise. Anyway, I've always wanted to try Daniel Smith watercolors, Sminker watercolors, and oh god, I can't remember the name of the other one. Sennelier, that's the one. Sennelier watercolors as well. But I mean, you know, they are expensive. And definitely not really in my budget currently. But one day I'll probably start with, you know, a small set and see what I think of them. And then, you know, maybe get a small set or just like 1 or 2 open stock and see how they are. So now I'm going to use my dark indigo. I love watercolor. I love how you can't really control it. Like, if you like to be extremely precise and for things to stay exactly where you put them, then watercolor might not be the best medium for you. But if you kind of just like the freedom of not knowing exactly how something is going to turn out, then you will probably love them. Now, watercolor in coloring books is quite a bit different to what it is on proper watercolor paper. As far as I know, there's no actual colouring books that have proper watercolour paper in it. I know there are a few watercolour books that obviously do. Nightshade. But if you're using it, you know, just on kind of general paper cardstock, it won't flow as well as it would on watercolor paper. Pigment will sink into the paper a lot quicker. So you can't do some techniques. With watercolor paper, you can lift areas off, and that can create some really cool effects. Yeah, but it's, you know, always fun to use no matter what. I know some people don't like when paper kind of buckles and creases and crinkles, but I actually really like it when that happens. Yeah, I love the texture that appears on like cheaper paper when you watercolor on it. It just sounds and feels so beautiful. I'm now going in with my black. yeah, so watercolor is definitely something I love to do. At the moment, the nicest watercolor paints I have would be my White Knights. They are lovely. I've got White Knights, I've got Paul Ribbons, I've got a set of 24 glitter ones. Then I've got the Milan palette I was using the other day. And I have Jane Davenport's. I have 3 of her palettes. The neutrals, the glitzy, and I cannot remember the name of the last one. But yeah, I've got those 3. I really like the look of some of Prima Marketing palettes. Some of the like vintagey pastel type ones. I think they look absolutely beautiful. And those kind of colours would be really nice for nature, so for things in this book and that. Okay, now going back with Merge Ultramarine. We're just kind of gonna go over and burnish it all. There's quite a few colouring books I really want, but a lot of them I can't get because the books themselves are reasonably expensive. But then shipping on top is more than the cost of the book. And unfortunately, I cannot justify that. So yeah, I may kind of, drop some hints to my other half. For birthday and Christmas, and see if he gets it. But yeah, the books I've wanted for a long time. One of them is When Dragons Dream. All of Carla Makova's. I quite like Momo Girl books. And I want 8 Paul's Forest Girl ones as well. Which I think you can get most of them now on Book Depository. So that's not too bad, at least of those ones. But we'll see. Give me 2 minutes and I will be back. I just need another drink. Okay, so actually, I think what I am going to do is stop recording and finish off these elderberries, and then I will come back and start recording again for when I start the leaves, and I'll show you how I go about doing the leaves. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please just pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And you know, if you have any ideas on videos you would like to see me do and things like that, again, just let me know. So thank you again for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I would absolutely love to build this channel up. Yeah, it's something I've wanted to do for a couple of years, and yeah, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, I will come back when all the elderberries are done in another video and show you how I will be doing the leaves. So thank you again. Bye.